Hello?
And you're like,
Coincides with supper. Yes, it does.
is that a good angle? I
Am I not processing?
almost started bucking head.
Yeah, she can now.
What it was,
Okay.
She's gonna use all the lights.
Okay.
Because initially it was like
The street lights were, there's street
$5
lights and
and
then
then
there's
300.
fancy lights
exactly
around.
work out.
Yeah.
Didn't like those.
We used them,
They liked it better when they were just
but they were on sale,
out there.
so it saved the town money.
Like to hear it.
And I paid full price.
I know.
No idea what's happening in the back.
We don't wanna know.
I think you gotta take one of the
Do we have
ones.
one extra?
Yeah, take one of the ones that is there.
Thinking it is.
From the house, so they all match.
Well, you should bring one with you so you
That's,
can match
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
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 But
Yeah, I think she's not, yeah.
I feel like
again,
I'm on the opposite side
I
of things
sat over
tonight.
there initially and I couldn't do it. I went in that direction.
Somebody did pull in, I don't know who.
CD.
Bigger truck
That was
though,
to say
so,
CAU did it.
Yeah, really loud.
that's where I used to get mine.
Not really complicated.
Well, for some it's very complicated,
That's true.
just saying.
I can speak for a number of people in this room who you just, after a while, you go, how effing hard can some of this stuff be? But
No, what needs to happen is you switch out the rubber hose that you keep beating a dead horse with.
yeah.
Yeah.
You all know me.
You're actually not on camera, so
problem.
you're okay right now.
Am I?
I'll be able
I
to
don't
hear
know.
though. Tip of your head is
Oh, that's good.
It can't see.
No, but they can hear them.
So it's coming from her.
People will say, I know that place, who is it?
That all
It's
set?
Debbie.
All right, we'll call this meeting of the Budget Committee to order on December 16th at 6:02 p.m. First order of business is to address the meeting minutes from November 25th, 2024.
Move to accept as written.
Second.
Got a motion and a second.
Is that what the amendments?
We had some amendments.
Okay, someone want to address amendments?
One was, it's just listed that I adjourned the meeting, or you did.
Oh, okay. A typo and you adjourn the meeting? All right, we'll take those as scrivener's errors and just make the adjustments accordingly. Okay, any other? Oh,
Oh, is
You can have
Adam
that.
voted no on the highway?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, I got
so,
that.
okay.
great. Broad use of scrivener's error. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All right, motion carries. All right, new business. Budget proposals. We'll start with the library.
Yeah.
Who's presenting on behalf of the library?
Yeah,
Well, we got two of us here, so you wanna do it?
I don't have anything.
Fine, I'll do it.
There you go.
Now I do.
No excuse.
All right.
Level funded.
Level
Sorry.
I'm sorry. the
We
library
did not
is-
see anything, the selectmen did not see anything particularly controversial or, you know, we thought it was fine the way it
The
was.
library is known for their controversial
Right.
activities.
Sliding stuff in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, there is a change since we presented to the select.
And I think we wanted to allow for more library clerks at a time.
Which we didn't actually vote on.
Just want to rid of it now, it's okay.
We'll talk about it now, I guess.
Well, do you need to change your budgeted amount?
We would, yeah. The library clerk line is sufficient to have one person there all the time, and I'm like 5 hours a week left over
For the clerks.
for the clerks.
All right, well, let's just start right at the top and we'll address that when we get there. So librarian, looks like you're level funding that at 65,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's your director, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a director officially, or?
We do have a director officially, officially, that director did not start until midway through 2024.
Okay.
And they are not, offered the position at the current 65,000. But in case, we want to leave our options open for hiring a director in the future, we would want the ability to have a range up to 65,000.
Okay.
In line with other libraries in the area, particularly because, well, I think there's several libraries in our vicinity that are currently recruiting for a director.
What's your budget, what's your actual going to be for 2025? The actual salary gonna be for 2025? Should you continue on with the current director and not hire a new director or something along the way, and barring any changes? 48, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say 48, yeah.
Okay. That was my questions. Anybody else have any other questions on that?
Yeah, you're referring to the library director like you're going to be replacing them? Is that the case, or,
Not at this time.
okay, cause you
This-
said
this
like
is-
looking to find a new one, so I was just wondering.
In case our library director, so our contract is for a year, in case our library director
Okay.
or the board of trustees decided not to renew that contract, we would want the flexibility.
Ticket, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
When's that year up?
March?
Okay. Okay.
I think it's March.
Well, that kind of answers my question, because we don't usually like to see, fluff sitting in the budget, but if
Absolutely.
that's something that might happen relatively early in the year, I think it kind of makes sense on this one.
Mhm.
Anybody else have any other thoughts or questions? All right, library clerks. So currently, you're requesting 20,800, but am I looking at that right? Yep. So what is different about that, Steve?
That is the same, that's the same as we did last year.
Okay, so you don't want to make any adjustments to that.
We had discussed it, but we didn't have a motion or anything during the meeting to change it. So if we decide later, we may just have to do a revision. I didn't wanna do it without an official.
Okay. Well, the budget committee can do it.
Okay, I got
If you were
numbers
so
here
inclined.
someplace.
If you want to discuss it in a little more detail here, the budget committee can certainly.
We'll move it
act
from
on
the
it.
chair, like all against the wall.
Yeah, the final consideration we were discussing was the fact that right now it allows for the director and one custodian to be on at a time, and it would be nice when there's extra staffing needed for functions or particularly busy days, where, those two people might be occupied and other things need to happen or other patrons need to be served, for there to be a second custodian available, to be assigned for a day.
Is that what they're called, custodians?
Sorry, clerks.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
What was the dollar amount you were looking at other than 20,800?
If I can find it.
I think we were discussing upping it by a percentage to allow for that like an extra percentage of hours to be covered.
I ran some numbers and built a spreadsheet, now I can't find it.
Was it like the additional 5 you were mentioning?
Or is that the extra that's
No,
already
the
there?
5 is what's left over.
Okay, so
So
with
now
everything
it's
you have,
built
you
for
have
like
5.
the director and one person to
There
be
it
on
is.
with like 5 hours left over, which
So you-
isn't enough for
Yeah.
something when you're trying to do.
So conceivably, as it stands, you actually have more hours built into your budget than you're currently using, correct?
No. No.
How do you have 5 hours left over then?
No. It allows for us to staff 2 clerks at a time for only 5 hours.
How many hours are you open?
I mean, for the year,
Oh, I thought you meant 5 hours a week.
Oh,
Yeah, if you assume that our current,
That was confusing.
and again, I think Steve's got a spreadsheet, but if you assume all of our clerks are working